Hello everyone and welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Alicia and I like to do bullet journaling and scrapbooking videos in this channel. But in today's video, we will be talking about something very different. We are approaching towards the end of the year, which means that in the journaling community, it is time to get those new shiny journals out and start preparing for the new year. You will also see a lot of beautiful creations out there and in these notebooks, so I will be doing the same. So stay tuned for more of these videos that will be coming out for this year. Anyway, if you have been around in the journaling community, you would know a few companies that are very popular in the internet who produces very high-end products like artjournal and notebook therapy. Their A5 dot grid journals, that's the usual size that I go for. They come in the range of $25 to $40 and they usually are in 160 GSM paper. I know that Notebook Therapy also has a lower GSM paper. I think those are the normal bullet journals or the originals that they have. However, the A5 journals are most of the time in 160 GSM. But depending on where you are in the world, the shipping cost can get very exorbitantly high. For example, if you are ordering from artjournal, I think the minimum that you need to spend is $150 in order to be eligible for free shipping. And again, if you are in the other side of the world, the shipping can be very, very high. I think I ordered the artjournal acrylograph pens like a year or so ago, and the shipping cost itself was $25 more than the actual cost. So my final cost was way more than what I would have expected to pay, but I really wanted those pens, so I was okay to pay that extra cost. But however, if you do not want to pay for shipping, then there are certain alternatives that I will be showing to you today that I have personally used for my journaling journey, and they do come in very budget, and they are pretty much in similar lines with in terms of the GSM, in terms of paper quality. So I will go in depth with this video, and we will also do some pen tests to show you how each of the journals and the papers hold up to the different varieties of markers and pen that we have. So let's get into it. Here I have 3 journals that I have personally used over the last 2 years, and they are all from different companies. So today I'll be doing a side-by-side analysis, and here are the main categories. You'll have packaging and accessories, exterior quality of the notebook, interior page quality, pen test, price, and my personal favorite. You'll have the chapters down below in case you want to skip any of the categories. Coming to category 1. Packaging and accessories. Each of the notebooks came in their respective nice cardboard boxes that protects the actual notebook from any physical damage during transit. I had ordered them all from Amazon, and the links will be mentioned in the description if any of these fancies you. Coming to the first journal here, which I used for the second half of 2022, this is from Scribbles Dot, and they came in this beautiful black box with the journal design in the logo in case you picked more than one, which was my case, and it was very handy dandy for me to differentiate which journal I'm going to use. The second one is from Ottergami, and it comes in this colorful box with some description of the contents inside. Thirdly, my current journal is from Scribbles That Matter, and it came in this gorgeous doodle heavy cardboard box. I don't know if all their notebooks comes in the same design box or they change depending on the product, but mine matches with the journal, which made me very happy. Now let's open the Scribbles Dot, which was my first journal. This is a very nice card book and I really like the box, so I kept it aside for my if in case I want to use it as a storage box, I could easily use this one, but I've actually kept my older journal inside. This came in a very nice tissue paper wrapped, and they have this message that says you're the best, to be honest. And then they have their social handles, and if there is any feedback we can give them and reach out to them if there is any issue. This is a vegan leather notebook. All of the notebooks that came that I've used and I'm currently using are all in vegan leather. I opted for the slot design, and this is a very cute one. It comes with the rubber band that helps in the enclosure. It has a pen loop. I like having the pen loop because then I can carry it around with me without having to search for a pen in case I don't carry it. It has two ribbon here for bookmarks. They are all the same color and it matches with the theme. And if I go inside, it's a very simple one. It just says this journal belongs to, and then just a dash. You can write your name. I just wanted to put some decorations in here because it was too blank. And then moving on towards the end, this journal did not come with any additional accessories, but it does have this back pocket, so in case you have any scraps that you want to store for your future journaling, you can actually keep it here. So this is the Scribble and Dot notebook. Coming to the Ottergami one, this was the notebook that I used for the first half of this year, and it comes with a thank you card, and it has a special they can give you discounts if you win in their lottery, so there are some details about it. And then it actually comes with these free 3 stencils. So these are the monthly calendar stencil, the weekly list and to-do list, and the planner template, the banner templates. But I have not personally used it, but I can see how you can use these templates, and it might be helpful, but I have not done it, so I cannot actually tell you if it will be a good one, but they do look sturdy enough. So let me open and show it here. This is a very nice plastic. It's obviously not steel or the clear silicone ones that you can find, but this is good enough if you want to trace your monthly calendar or the to-do list that you want to do. I have not personally used it, but I can see that it can be very, very useful for someone who likes to do planning in their journal. The journal itself came wrapped in this nice vellum paper, which is designed with the company's logo, which is an otter, which is very, very cute. And inside I opted for the blank white cover, and it also has the logo in the left hand corner, and it's a very subtle one. It's not over the top, so I wanted something to be very mild and pleasing to look at, so this is what I opted. They do have very nice vibrant colors if you want to opt for something more on the color side, but yeah, I wanted something very neutral. It also comes with the band. It has a pen loop, 2 ribbons, again very nice neutral color, matches with the journal, and they have their company name, nothing on the side. So it has the back pocket here, and if anything you want to keep as scraps, you can do that. Very simple front page. You can just write down your name, and then you have the decorations. I did the decorations, and you can start away. So it's a fairly simple notebook that they have, and it's very functional. So that's what I liked about it. But we will definitely talk more about the pages and the qualities in, you know, all the categories that we have listed. This is my third one, or the current one that I am using right now. It is from Scribbles That Matter. This is the cardboard box that it came in. This is how it is. So they gave a free card, and it has the thank you message, and then you can visit the link, and they also gave this ruler with all the dot grids that you can measure up, and it actually measures up well with the notebook. It's a divider guide, but again, I have not used it. It can be very nice. I did not put the book back inside here because I did it once and it kind of got stuck because it is a little chunky with all the writings that I've been doing and putting all the decorations inside. It has actually bulked up a little bit. So this is so far that I have used, and I still have a few pages left. But again, this is a very detailed doodle design cover that I actually opted for. You have a very plain, simple journals if you prefer those, but I wanted to try something which is very ornate, and this doodle design is actually all over the cover page, which is very cool. They also have a rubber band, 2 ribbons of different colors, and the pen loop, as I have the pen already there. And they do have a back pocket. Yep. And in front, it's a very straightforward. It was very blank. You could have put the key over here, but since I have not put the key, I actually covered it with the decoration. And yeah, then you have the A5 dotted 160 GSM information over here. You can put index. So in terms of the packaging, if I have to say, and the exterior covers, all of them are very sturdy. All of them are very nice. However, I do like the doodle designed all over this journal. It's a bit maximalist, and the other two are very minimalistic. It finally comes down to your personal choice. I have stuck stickers onto my on my first journal, so it went from minimalistic to maximal. So let me just show it to you. This was the very first journal that I started working on, and as you can see, this was a very nice color. This is a very nice emerald green with the monstera leaf design, and scribble and dot mentioned below. Same loop, it's the same company, so they have the similar structures. But since this was the first one, I wanted to really do a lot of decorations in this journal, so you can see all the stickers that I have put, and I really enjoyed working on this one, and I have put a lot of time and love in this, and this will always remain my favorites of all, just because it was my first and the experience was very different. So category 2, we almost kind of blended with the category 1 with the accessories, but it boils down to the exterior quality. All 3 are made of vegan leather, as I mentioned below, so they feel very nice to touch, and they are also very eco-friendly. I have not dropped any water or coffee on any of them, so I wouldn't know if they will survive the water test, and I'm not going to do that today. So in terms of the exterior quality, they are all at par with each other. Moving on to the category 3. It is going to be for the interior page quality. Scribble and Dot and Scribbles That Matter both have 160 pages in 160 GSM paper. They are all bright white, which I like, but something about the warm tone down white that you will find in Ottergami paper that just feels right to just feels good to write. Now if I do a side-by-side comparison, you can see that these two are very bright, but the Scribble and Dot have very light dots compared to Scribbles That Matter. It is a little darker. I'm not sure if you're able to see, but the Ottergami one is a little on the yellowish side. So if you do not like the yellow tone, which looks more like a recycled paper, you will probably not like this one, but it feels very smooth paper to write in, so it's not going to diminish your experience of using any markers that you're going to use, so it is going to run very smooth. However, the Ottergami notebook has 192 pages in 150 GSM paper. It is 10 GSM less than the other two, but 32 more pages. So it just depends on you how you would like to use it. It doesn't really matter once you reach the 160, 150 GSM. The papers are going to feel incredible. It just matters in terms of the number of pages. I did not finish the entire journal by end of June, and I really wanted to start a new one for the second half of the year, so I left a lot of pages here, but I'm going to use the leftover pages to practice my folk calligraphy and also to do a lot of theme practice before I put it down on my actual journal. Moving on to the pen test. For the pen test, I will be using some of the usual items that you would be using for doing your journal, like a fine liner or a marker or Tombow brush markers, and I will do a swatch of all of these to see if there are any blotting or posting on the other side. And for this, I'm going to use the blank pages from each of the journals. So the first one that I'm going to do is for Scribbles and Dot. Now coming to the testing of the pens, all of the pens actually write very softly and very smooth, so there is no issue with it. So we are going to test if it is going to be any bleeding or ghosting on the other side. As expected, the alcohol marker will seep through because it is 160 GSM, and alcohol markers sometimes even goes through the watercolor papers, which are 250 GSM, 300 GSM, so you cannot use the alcohol based marker in these journals. However, you can definitely use any of the brush pens or sketch pens that you have without any ghosting issue. So if you can see here, it's very clear except for the alcohol marker. So let's try the same on the other two journals. Now let's check on the Ottergami and the Scribbles That Matters notebooks. As expected, there is ghosting and bleeding on this page. You can see there is a little bit of bleeding there because that's where I had pressed more and it bled through, and it is on the other page. It's not going to be a huge issue because it's towards the end of this one and I'm not using it so much, so it's going to be fine. But I am not going to use alcohol markers on these journals at all. But apart from the alcohol marker, everything else goes in very well. There is absolutely no ghosting or bleeding for the other pens, so you are all good to go. At the time of recording this video, these 3 journals will cost you this much. As you can see, they are not exorbitantly priced and they are very good in quality, almost living up to their pricey competitors. These journals have been personally used by me, so they are my own opinions and my own experience in using them. Coming to the final category, my personal favorite. The last category, which is also the hardest category for me, as I did enjoy using each one of these journals. I started journaling journey with Scribbles Dot notebook, so I do have a special place in my heart for them. However, if I have to pick my absolute favorite, it will be my current one, which is the Scribble That Mattered notebook. The paper is thick and smooth to write. The pages are already marked, divided with numbers in the below, and there is no ghosting while I use my regular sketch pen or brush markers. So here is the final analysis on the screen. Well friends, we have reached the end of the video. Thank you for joining me today, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!